Yep. And here we are in our sunny Boca Raton studio on the 8th floor of Royal Palm Place, right above Shops. Anyone knows anything about Boca Raton? Shops Lobster Bar is right in the downtown area of Boca Raton. London, Kentucky. It's amazing how these tornadoes go through the middle part of the country and just rip stuff up. I mean, they shit in the storm, just 160 mile an hour vacuum winds just turns everything into splinters. Where did it all go? What goes up comes down. The question is, where did it come down? Did it sprinkle it all over the Everglades? Or it's in the ocean. Some of it, a lot of it is wood. You'd think it would wash up. So it's all over the Everglades. I always wondered where all that stuff went. Look at that. We see the President Trump signed an executive order, a comprehensive executive order. He actually created 1,000 of an executive order. In the same kind of folder with his signature and the probably 50 pages of stuff behind it. $350 for that. The fifth escaped inmate captured. Not too sure how to understand this. It says 5 more still at large. These are tough cookies. These are murderers and already convicted, I believe. Oh, there you go. There's a little. I really ought to do a little correction. Put a little image out of the woods. Yeah.
It's 9:30.
Got rid of all that. Yeah. We have Ox News. We may as well get rid of that box. Sometimes it's stuck with something too. Swipe left and right. There we go. 5 captured, 5 to go. Of the done. There we go. So now we can do a little expando on this and see what's going on. Anyway, we got the wanted guys. The guys that got captured, you know, they're gonna have locks on the locks. They've probably seen the last of the gymnasium. They're gonna be in the secure, very safe, secure confinement. Animals in a cage, and they do really bad things, so, you know, they're not nice guys. Anyway, that's what I ended up building, that's what I started. And we'll just delete that guy. There we go. That seems pretty clean. 5th escaped inmate captured. 5 more still to go. I thought there were 9, now there are 10, well, there are only 5. We got 5 left. Oops. This is the guy. Yeah. This is I guess they think he is not supposed to. This guy works on the jail. He's an employee of the jail. Well, he turned off the water because they had to turn off the water so they could remove the plumbing to get to the wall that they broke through. And the plumbing was in the way, and they couldn't take the plumbing up because of the water pressure. It would flood them out and give them away. You know, so this guy turned the water off while they removed the plumbing. So my 5 guys that are left. Convicted of multiple murders. First guy, old Derek. And then we had Linton, arrested for second-degree murder and armed robbery. And Leo, he's sentenced in federal court for felony possession of firearms, burglary, theft of motor vehicles, and possession of drugs. All right, well, he didn't kill anybody, but looks like he did everything else. And Klein, charged with domestic abuse involving strangulation and theft of a coat. Ah, he's a nice guy. All right, how about Germain, charged with second-degree murder, aggravated battery, possession of a firearm. Yeah. Other than that, all around nice guy. Oops, oopsie. Do this with my thumb. So it comes back and forth. And we just There's the jail employee that assisted the escape. They'll lock him down pretty hard. And then here's the guy that gave the report. Which one is more cockamamie than the other? I guess we'll do this one. I don't know why they're all a little lopsided. There we go. Stayed in a fine hotel somewhere in New Orleans. Not in the French Quarter. Over by the water, over by the river. Mississippi River. I believe it being Mississippi. All right, the worst airports in America. Hands down. Salvadorian prison. So Trump will lend his best efforts to give this man access to his attorney. Yeah, jeez. These guys are like bad guys. They jump They jump the border and they're illegal aliens. You know, and Trump and the dried prune there, also known as Bruce Springsteen. I should remember that. On the side stage of this guy was Sweden. Can you believe it? Take this story, we're going to look it up. See exactly. Okay, here's the prune. So now we get the story. Robot is going to be interesting because you can talk to
It's
the
9:45.
robot, just ask him the question, and he's going to search through the internet in his head because he'll be connected, you know, to the backbone of the internet, and he'll get access, and he'll start talking, you know, back in the 70s, when homes in New Jersey. Bruce Springsteen performs at a campaign rally, of course, supported by the Democrats. And the loyal Democrat. Associated Press photographer. He turned sideways and looked, you know, like in the side curtain area, out of view of the zoomed in on Bruce Springsteen and Beyonce. The president says they should be investigated to see if appearances they made on behalf of the Democrat opponent represented an illegal campaign donation. Yeah, you got to claim it on your tax return. You don't show it. piece of something. They usually don't invest for the hell of it, as they say. No. For the hell of it, they do not invest for the hell of it. No, they get something in exchange, like shares of stock, preferred shares of stock. Since the only other shareholder probably at the time is the operator of the company, the owner-operator, and all this, both of his favorite people, they have invested, these solid-state batteries use a solid electric circuit instead of liquid electrolyte. Electrolytes, Smiley, which makes them more stable and less prone to short circuits and overheating. Yeah, let's see. Okay, each one of these little pods. I'm going to assume this whole rectangle is one cell. Not a big story. That I captured, print screens. There you go. He's funny how he signs and opens it up so you can see. Of course, they're snapping high quality digital images, so you could actually read the text very carefully. But this copy of that image is a low res copy, so we can't we can notice that there's a page 1 and a page 2. A place for the president to sign. A very distinctive picture. This is that I captured an iPhone. Start off the game show. And I captured that 5:40 p.m. a.m. Excuse me, 5:40 a.m. And 20 more minutes, it becomes 6 a.m. and you got the Star-Spangled Banner. And there's Dr. Strasser's office, 1505 University Drive. 33071. Kansas Film Festival is operating right now. It operates right before motorbike scooter in the background, which I deleted with that special tool. And there was also a guy walking right in the back door there, or the front door, Hollywood Street residential areas. Send it up to my special friends. On that connection there. Catio shot there. Yeah, meow. Talk to me, cat. Use words. My cat tries to talk to me. That's nice. Broadcasters are on the north lawn, and I don't see them. Now they could be on the right, or on the right. I have a feeling they're on the other side. Anyway, there's a big circle around. iPhone camera, I think. Wiggling around on my seat here. We were which is not allowed except if you have a very special permit, security clearance. So there's some kind of a identification. Okay. You know, like something like this. Whoops, I have to show. There we go. There I am. You have to show some kind of photo like this. This is not I attach this to my bag. This is Gloria Drummond physical rehabilitation gymnasium thing. Security clearance, you'd have something like this. You know, on your belt, or congressmen and senators and their senior staffs have security clearances, and they have, you know, cards like that they keep in their pocket. Flash through other people like TSA at airports, or the airport itself, you know, going into the commercial area. They just zoom in. Walk right through the commercial or to where the private jets are. You know, they don't fly. They have too much. I mean, part of what they sell is they have too much, you know, exist, which you normally only see in my hands. Yeah, it's something loused up. I may have to uninstall it and reinstall it because I can't. I'd like to add, you know. See, that's my iPad. Whoops. Oh, gosh, I forgot. That's me. Here's a little slideshow. You see 39 minutes there. That's the elapsed time. Bingo, 40 minutes. Anyway, I can show you these one at a time. But I can't add them. So there's something else to up here. I didn't touch it. Network. Whoa. Hey. Now we're talking. Now we just have to get rid of one. Can I get rid of one? Yeah, I can't. Let's see if I can get rid of one. Yeah, I'm going around here and I don't see you. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Maybe I've solved my problem. So I can delete this one with the negatives. So now I got two. Now I'm going to come down here. Ooh. I'm going to crop split differently. Remember that? Uh-huh. What's the for? I got too many. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. I thought I got rid of this one. Oh, gosh. I'm back to this again. Mm-hmm. Now, well. I had it for a second. I'm trying to have it so that I have both of these. not 3 of them. And now I don't know how to get rid of this one. Well, I know one way to get rid of it. I could unplug it. Yeah, let's try that. But I still can't add it. Darn it. Something is awry, as they say. See, I can make those a little bit bigger. I can make them just big enough so I can see the captions. But I can't get rid of one. I can only, you see this iPad right here? Now in my system thing, I can click that, see? And then it's a full screen, thingy, which that's okay. At least I got rid of that duplication business. Yeah, so watch out. Watch out with that mouse, buddy. And so I'll come over here. That's all right. So you can see me paging through on my iPad over here, which is connected to my keyboard. And I have a little too much light. Let's turn that down just a little bit. There we go. You can see how nice and warm and toasty it is in here. It's 68.5 degrees. You can see it right down there. See, 68.5. Yep. If I turn that down a little bit, then you get to see. There you go. So 53% humidity in there. And outside it's 95.7 in the sun. 51 degrees. 51 relative humidity right there. 51 in blue. Yep. We got the right. We're on there's a clock inside this thing, and it didn't advance. It didn't have an automatic thingy to advance into daylight savings time. It's still still an hour behind. That's all right. I don't care about the clock inside of this thing because we can't see it anyway. So it's in green. It says that it's 10 o'clock. And that it's 9:10. It's really 10:08. So, yeah, this time up here is the proper network time. I have little displays all over the place. They're all part of my collection of, that's Marilyn's I'm a Bad. She was on that for an hour and a half last night with the Rotary Club. They had a conference board meeting. Sometimes it's very bored. But it's nice, you got all 6 or 8 people within a box. I made for Marilyn a special background with palm trees and stuff in the background. So she looks like she's sitting on the edge of the beach, dressed up in her banking suit. And you can see I have a third of a cup of my coffee that I brewed at 7:30 this morning. And now, instead of it being 140 degrees, it's like 115 degrees. Let's do a little temperature test. There we go. I just measured the screen temperature. It's 85 degrees. Let me put my hands on that screen and warm me up. So we just shoot this inside. 113 degrees. 113.0. I have one of those in the kitchen. It's very helpful when you're warming up things. Like my lunch and I can just put it a bowl of soup or something in the microwave. Turn it on for 2 or 3 minutes, depending on how much soup there is. The more soup, the more time. About a nice cup, 12, 14 ounce measure of soup in a bowl. So then you put it on for 2 minutes, and that'll get up to 110 degrees probably. But anyway, you just reach in the microwave when the time goes off, and pull the trigger on the device. See, it's a handheld device, and it's got a black trigger. You can see it flashing, and then you can see deep inside there is a sensor, way inside a tunnel. Yeah, I don't want to shoot it because I'll damage the, I'm not going to aim it at the, at the camera lens because it'll screw it up. No, we don't want to do that. Measure the Constitution, 77 degrees. It has a very narrow, because of this architecture inside here. And there's a parabolic mirror inside there also focusing the sensors. It's kind of like a reverse. Instead of a beaming out light, it's got a sensor that's measuring the temperature. See what temperature the air is coming in from that air conditioning duct, which is really what this thing is designed for. 57 degrees coming through that vent. The temperature of the wall up here is 70 degrees, 70.7. And the temperature of that duct is 55.4. Yep. So that's why this room is 68 degrees, because I got 55-degree air flowing in here at a couple of feet per minute through that duct. And it's okay. I got 4 layers of stuff. I am safe. I got my zipper thing. I got a shirt, and then I got another shirt. I got like 4. Let's see, 1, 2. 3, 4. I got 4 layers, including this blue layer right here, dark blue. So I get just a little chilly. I can zip this sucker up and get it closer around the neck. I think I'll do that. I'm going all around to make sure I have the collar. Should have 2. Yeah, there we go. I got the second one. I got 2 on that side, 2 on this side. Just pull it and shake it a little bit. Yeah, you feel the cool air shaking. I don't want the cool air. I'm a little chilly. So we'll put the collar up. There we go. It doesn't go over my head. But you can see now I got my collar up. This outside layer is from, let's see if I know what. I actually don't recall. What's the name of the company? I get text messages from them, Let's see if we can find it. Here, give me There we go. Vineyard. There we go. There it is. Vineyard Vines is what it's called. It's the little elephant kind of a thing, logo. Let's see, 25% off everything. All right, go to the website and see. I just clicked it on, and we're going to the website. Hello. There we go. Vineyard Vines. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the elephant I'm talking about, right there. Whoops. There we go. I just click on it. Yeah, that's good. Let me just pull that down a little bit. Yeah. There you go. A little slideshow. This is their website. I don't like it already. For men, let's do for men. I actually like, I was going to say the women's, that wouldn't be an appropriate thing to say. Okay, let's see. No, that's still Cranky Bruce. Springsteen, let's go hit home. Can I hit home? New arrivals. I guess that's what they're bringing us in. Oops, darn it, I want men's. 25% off everything. There you can see, 25% off everything. There's a belt just arrived. Holy crap, $85 for the belt. She sent me one of those. And I thought it felt pretty nice. I need to punch a hole in that belt, I think, because it's too loose on me, I think, or it's too tight, or I forget which. I think it's too tight, so I need to extend it out one more half link, and I have the perfect hole punch that'll go through that leather. And it's designed to, punch through, a half inch of paper. 3-ring binder kind of thing. So this is all there. Look at all these. They don't give anything away. I'm looking for the sweater thing that I'm wearing. $45 for a t-shirt, to give you an idea how crazy these guys are. So there's a belt you can buy. You can pay $495 for white or black, whatever happens. $125 is over here. I think this might be the belt buckle stuff. Okay. So apparently this 15th Avenue out front of this building is crowded. They got all kinds of colors and patterns for these different clothings. I just stay on the sideline and sure. I have a TV set up in there. That's connected, disconnected. Oh, there's Bruce. Back to Bruce. I don't think so. Get rid of Bruce. It's amazing. Everybody's got so much technology. Here's the latest from Doge, but it's old news. This was posted like 11 days ago. Some people are, looking through the portfolio of scenes, inside, outside, up and down in a setting established for incubator companies, meaning the husband and the wife, can go there and so she wants to. So that's why there's an urgency with regard to Robin, because she doesn't want to have to deal with this anymore. Meaning the administration of these cranky souls. The collections department has a bunch of real, tough guys, if you will. Yep. So that's pretty nice. You can just go online to the internet and see what's going on instead of this pin and unpin. Of course. Okay. Masters. How about that for an image? There it is, living color. Yep. Neatly nestled in a tuft of grass. Whose ball that is? I don't think it's anybody's ball. I think it's just a spectacular image with the grass and the country with the yellow. I'm not too sure how they decided on the color. I'll just throw that in the photos bin. This is already in the photos bin. Oh, there's Jimmy and Daniel. Daniel's on the right. And the Thunderbirds are over here in Fort Lickerdale. And let's lift up on that and see the exit data. May 7th, Saturday at 1:20. You see right there? At 1:23. Oh, put a caption on here. $2016. Wow. 16. 10 years ago. Almost to the day. Yeah, the Air and Sea show was the first or second week of May. It's been that way for a long time. Yeah. We took that picture at 1:23 p.m. You can see in the very top, it's faint, May 7th. That's XF data right off. Well, let's do that again. Lift up on the picture, yeah. Show in all photos, yeah. Oh, crap. Was it this one? Lift up on it, yeah. EOS 70D. Yeah, we had 70Ds. With a Tamron zoom lens. I was testing that out, I remember. You can see it's in focus. It looks... These guys are flying at, 350 miles an hour. They're shooting by pretty quick. Yeah. See, you got blue, red, white, and blue. You see the red tail, and they have a little, a little pipe. They push a button in their cockpit, flip a switch, and it allows the flow of some white gas to come out of the back of it, the plane. You see the stream. You can see, oh boy, you got four going one way and that one going that way, and they're all in the same image, and they're waving at each other. Imagine this guy in this cockpit's looking at this guy in that cockpit. Yeah, he's climbing. You can't. You can barely see the pilot in there. So we're just going. Yeah, look at that. It looks like it's just suspended in animation, but it's moving it. He's going straight up. Yeah. Okay. There's a formation of two of them. You can see the engines are hot. Do not touch the back end of that plane. And you don't want to be too close to the front of it. It'll suck you into it. There's so much air flowing into that. Oh my God. And then it goes out of it. So it's very cold on one side and it's very hot on the other. So there's six jets in the normal configuration of the... Yeah. So... Interesting, huh? Yeah. The formations, look how flat that is. Yeah, look at that, oh my God. These are pretty cool images. Took them 10 years ago with the Canon 70D camera. Yeah, it's really good detail. That's in real fine focus. That's the key. The lens is trying to focus on, the f-stop there is good. All right, let's collapse that back. Pull up on the photo, and you get the XF data. Tamron 16-300 lens, f3.5 to f6.3. And this picture is a 6 million pixel image. 3023 by 2204. Yeah. AKA image number 51, 73, 5,173. Because that steps up every time a new image gets cranked out. Like I have my, yeah, these are my regular work shoes, sneakers. Okay. The formation breaking up. One of them flew over us. Two little grandchildren. This is a nice shot right here. Look at this kid. He's dressed up in his, and that plane is just hovering right. It's like it's right under his chin. How about that for a capture? Yeah, kind of like that one. This is the F-35s that have the ability to hover. You can just drop it right down inside of a tennis court. Outdoor tennis court. Big tennis court field. You got some you got a wingspan there of 25 feet maybe. (23 to 25 feet) wide. I would think that'd be the minimum distance. But they're going to try to put them down on this 70. That's a key shot right there. And both looking at each other. This guy's got some fancy work to do. Keep that baby safe while it's upside down. And they're just turning off their tracking light. He got his name on there. See this little vent pipe. Triggers it from the cockpit. You get all kinds of switches on that control panel. It's like nuts. But if you want, you gotta bring 4 planes. Two. Oops. There's a shot. That's amazing. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah.
45.
Pretty tight quarters here. All right, folks. Let's call it a day. It's a day. I think we're going to say bye-bye.